It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you guys don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so news has come out. Obviously, we know Keeping Up with the Kardashians after 20 seasons is finally gone. And when I say finally, I mean finally for some people who wanted it gone, but not for me. That was one of my favorite reality TV shows of all time. I've been watching it since I think I was in middle school, which is crazy because I don't need to get into age, but it's crazy. So they've been on our screens for so long, and it was just the family dynamic that we love to watch. Not only did they constantly let us into their homes and show us the glamorous lives of just them, we watched them evolve into who they are today. When we first saw them, obviously Bruce Jenner was Bruce Jenner before Bruce transitioned into Caitlyn. Kim Kardashian was barely even a name. She was still Paris Hilton's friend. Kris Jenner was managing Bruce at the time, who is now Caitlyn. Kourtney Kardashian and Khloe worked out of a store called Dash, and Kendall and Kylie were barely in elementary school, it seemed. It's so crazy to watch how far they've come, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is the fact that Lisa Rinna from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we all know her. She's known for her iconic hair and her iconic lips, and for flapping those lips because she knows how to get a paycheck. Lisa Rinna may be picking up the torch. We've heard that Lisa Rinna, her husband, Harry Hamlin, her two daughters, well, their two daughters, Delilah Belle and Amelia Gray, might actually be getting a reality TV show. A family reality show that not only follows Lisa and her adventures on reality TV as a career and a businesswoman, also on QVC, and she's done a few Depends commercials. She's probably in the background like, that was just one. Harry Hamlin and his acting career, and Amelia and Delilah are up and coming. It's interesting to me because a lot of people were like, Amelia and Delilah, they're no Gigi and Bella. Well, okay, guys, we understand Gigi and Bella are Gigi and Bella. However, let's not sit here and just, turn our heads at their hustle. Because Delilah and Amelia have both been a part of many campaigns. They're very successful in the modeling world as of today. They started their own clothing brand, and yeah, again, I just feel like they're nobody to sleep on. If you guys remember back to a few seasons ago on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when Yolanda Hadid, was on the show, Lisa Rinna came out and kind of indirectly accused her of having Munchausen's disease. Munchausen's is when you fake a sickness in order to get attention, but really, Yolanda had Lyme disease. So Yolanda took extreme offense to it, but it was around the same time that her daughters were really booming in the modeling world, and Lisa Rinna was trying to break her daughters in. However, even back then, Erica Girardi, who that is a whole nother topic, but Erica Girardi pointed out, you need to kiss up, make better, and get under that wing because Yolanda and her daughters are going at a skyrocket pace. And if you want your daughters to be in the industry, you need to technically make this right. However, just because Yolanda Foster is not fond of Lisa Rinna doesn't mean she doesn't have a few other famous names in the pot. One of them being Kris Jenner. Lisa Rinna has been photographed numerous times with Kris Jenner, Kyle Richards, Faye Resnick, and a few others. They kind of run around town together, and town being, of course, Beverly Hills. But again, she runs in the right social circles. If anyone was going to replace Kris Jenner and the Kardashians, Kim, all of them, who would it be? Technically, we could totally do a Hadid reality TV show spinoff, but let's be honest, those girls do not need it. However, for Amelia and Delilah, this could definitely skyrocket them, or knowing how reality TV shows work, it could also unfortunately ruin them. It hasn't ruined Lisa Rinna, though. She's secured a few good seasons, and now if she's being eyed for this, well, I think it's safe to say that she's on the up and up. What's so interesting about Delilah and Amelia, though? I know that's what a lot of people are also asking. Why do we want to watch their daughters? Okay, well, Delilah is dating E.L. Booker from Love Island, and Amelia Gray is dating, well, none other than the Lord Disick himself. Scott Disick, she's dating him. And yes, there is quite a significant age difference, but that's not what most people are concerned about. Most people are concerned about Scott's reputation and just asking, well, wanting to know, Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin, what are you guys thinking? Guys, we also have to be mindful at the fact that Lisa Rinna's daughters are adults. Even though they're just barely over 18 years old, they're still adults and they get to make their own decisions. Not only will this help Amelia Gray, if she can hang on to the Scott Disick name for long enough, this will help put her in front of more names than she probably would have been necessarily, or at a faster pace, let's just say that, because I'm sure Amelia could have done the work on her own. It just will skyrocket her at a faster pace. But also that helps Delilah Bell too. So if they're both getting the recognition from the Scott Disick name, who's associated with the Kardashian name, who was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that's also affiliated with E! Entertainment, who might give them their own show, then why would the parents be mad? Do you understand? This is like a roller coaster, but it is what it is, and I'm just trying to break it down for you. One of the other top questions was, if Lisa Rinna and her family, if they end up getting a reality TV show, is she allowed to continue working with Bravo? Is she allowed to continue on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Well, while that is a loaded question, E! Entertainment and Bravo both fall under the NBC umbrella, which means maybe, honestly, it's up to the executives, but it's not like they're two competing networks. They are two different networks, yes, but they fall under the same umbrella. Andy Cohen is doing a crossover right now where he's doing a whole look back into reality TV itself. I'm not exactly sure how long that series will be, but it's just one great example of the fact that you can potentially do both. We'll just have to wait and see, though, because Lisa Rinna is getting some pretty hefty checks at this point on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So unless E! comes with a nice figure, and mind you, the Kardashians worked almost 16, 17, 18 seasons to get their $100 million price tag on that show. So what a good figure will be for the Rinna Hamlin bunch, I'm not quite sure. Now, what we do know is that E! executives are dreading the fact that Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, all of the children, Kourtney and Scott, Kendall and Kylie will be off of our screens. Well, at least off of E! Network. Apparently, well, it's not even apparently, we know this. They make the network a lot of money. A lot of us, and I'm not saying you, because you could be shaking your head right now and saying, not me, but a lot of us, like for myself, I was invested. I like watching these women and seeing what their lavish lifestyles look like, what their houses look like. It's almost what I'm kind of craving from the Real Housewives of anything. I like watching the swings on the inside of the house and going through tours of $2 million Christmas Eve parties and $35 million homes. This was part of, I guess, the love of it all. But now the Kardashians are not going to necessarily be off of our screens for good, but they are moving to a different network. Kris Jenner and the rest of the clan did sign a deal with Hulu streaming service, but we don't know what the deal entails. Could it be another Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Maybe they're just giving us a break after 20 years. Well, 20 seasons, not 20 years, but 20 seasons of filming. Maybe they're taking a few years off, and then they're going to come back and be like, hey guys, we're back. Especially because we know that money starts dissipating really fast. I'm not talking about for Kim. I'm not talking about for Kylie. Probably not even Khloe. But Kourtney, Kendall, Rob, they still need to make some money. Yes, I know Kendall's worth about $50 million, and she'll be okay for the rest of her life because she's a... You guys know what I mean. Bringing the show back will offer millions and millions of dollars in deals, brand ambassador endorsements, social media I mean, all over the board. It's just money in the bag. And if there's one thing that the Kardashians love, it's money in the bag. I'm curious, though. What do you guys think? Are you excited for the Lisa Rinna, Harry Hamlin, Delilah Bell, Amelia Gray spinoff? Do you want to see Scott do a crossover and come on to their show on E! We know that he's very well versed in the E! Entertainment world, so maybe he would. We'll have to wait and see. I am curious, though. I'm curious about a lot of things, but this is why I like for you guys to comment. If you haven't already, comment below. Will you miss the Kardashians? I know I will. Will you happily invite Lisa Rinna and her family into our homes with their own reality TV show? Or do you feel like Lisa Rinna is better as an ensemble cast? It could be interesting. A few of the fans said that they don't feel like the girls will be that interesting, but you guys can't just put them down yet. We have to remember these girls are living these glamorous lifestyles. They're born into this celebrity world. They're both stunning and they're working. This could be a lot more exciting than what you think. Don't take my word for it. Give me your word. If you haven't already, guys, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.